la la! Everyone is so gloomy these days.
Hello, Padre. I wouldn't expect to find a man of the cloth in a place like this.
Former man of the cloth. I am Father Dennis, or at least I was. I was defrocked for using my pulpit to speak out against the crimes of the Nazis. The church cowers in silence, but I could not turn a blind eye to the evil I have witnessed.
Cheers to you, Padre. Your reward waits in heaven, whether you show up wearing that collar or not. Is there anything I can do to help?
Perhaps. I am no longer an ordained priest, but many people still come to see me, that I might hear their confessions. One such man is a paid informant for the Gestapo. His accusations have condemned hundreds of innocents to torture and death at the hands of the Nazis.
And this miserable bastard still has the nerve to go to confession?
He comes to me every week to ask forgiveness for his sins. I'm afraid I have none left to give.
Where can I find this bastard?
Later, I will be holding a service outside my former church. There is a ledge on the roof from which you will have an excellent view of the congregation. When this man approaches me to receive my blessing, I will give you a signal.
What would you like me to do then, Father?
Isn't it obvious, my son? In the name of all that is holy, blow his fucking head off.
Could be a problem.
Mach die Augen zu. Bald ist es vorbei.
Oh Gott!
Er ist ein zäher Kerl. The same as killing defenseless women and children, is it?
To us you are alive. May He grant forgiveness. And to all who have died, a place of light and peace. To us you are alive. May He grant forgiveness. And to all who have died, a place of light and peace. And let the sinners among us repent, or face the terrible sweet sword of vengeance.
Hope he's reading you your last rites, fucker. Rest in peace, fuckface. Oh, fucking deadly!
Kann sich nicht ewig verstecken.
He's climbing the building.
Animal! Just take it and go!
You saved many lives by killing that informant, Sean. The people of my flock are grateful for your help.
A man who would sell his neighbors to the Gestapo deserves a hole in his head.
A year ago, I might have disagreed with you. But these old eyes of mine have seen too much.
What's next, Father?
I spoke with the Gestapo officer who recruited the man you killed.
What? Why?
I told him I had information about certain undesirables hiding in my neighborhood. A list of names and hiding places. I offered to bring it to his office.
But you plan to deliver another sort of present instead, don't you, Father?
Indeed I do. I hear you used to drive cars for a living.
Aye, and fix them too.
I need a wheelman. Someone who knows these streets and isn't afraid to face the Nazis on their own terms.
Then you've come to the right place, Father. I'm in.
We are going to need a car. The faster, the better.
Come on then! I'll get us some wheels!
Head all night. I didn't try to sell. Sleep?
You worried they won't let you in the place?
These Gestapo officers think I'm a joke. An old wino priest, peddling secrets for liquor money. They probably won't even bother searching my bag. Either way, I will see them in hell.
You're a tough old bastard, Father. I'll give you that.
Thank you, my son.
Business.
I am here to deliver the list of fugitives your commander requested.
I think you had better say a few Hail Marys, priest. Go on in.
Wait for me here. This won't take long.
Good luck, Father.
Drive, Sean! Drive like the devil!
Hang on, Father.
sense that a great pain weighs on your heart, Sean. I want you to know I am here for you. Would you like me to hear your confession?
No, thank you, Father. My pain isn't a burden that needs to be lifted. It's the fire that keeps me warm. Time to send these fellas home to mama.
Register the nearest political office.
C'est juste.
I have a note for you.
Appreciate it, mate.
My son, we can no longer sit idly by while the devil walks the streets of our city. Let us speak of the Lord's justice. Father Dennis.
I wasn't even here. He's got a weapon!
A gun? Why would the Resistance bother to break criminals out of jail?
Some fucking master ace!
I wish I had not seen that.
honest work.
If it is not my gun,
Take it.
care.
I want no trouble.
Sean, I'm glad you came.
What's happened, Padre?
The Gestapo officer I was supposed to meet with wasn't inside the office when the bomb went off. He escaped the blast.
Does he know you delivered the bomb?
No. The fool never suspected that this doddering old priest might have a hand in the attack. He's so sure of my innocence that he asked me to officiate at his wedding.
Jesus Christ. Excuse me, Father. But what woman would marry a man like that?
A French girl, barely more than a child. He threatened to have her family deported if she didn't accept his proposal.
Not exactly true love, then.
We will be doing the bride and her family a favor.
How's that?
We are going to kill the groom, along with his groomsmen.
At a wedding? Doesn't that seem a tad sacrilegious?
The Lord moves in mysterious ways, my son. What do you say?
Amen, Father.
Stop! You almost hit me!
Watch my fire. I can't risk injuring any civilians.
shall be one flesh. So then they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let not man put asunder. If any man should... yes, if any man should object to this...
Shite! Hang on!
Consider that a fucking divorce.
Go now, my son! The Lord will be my shield, but he expects you to save your own ass!
You aren't worth a fucking air biscuit.
Keinen Sinn! Wir sind erledigt! Bingo!
Hast du Granaten, Franzmann?
Das ist jammern auf mich!
Er ist tot! Wer seid ihr ihnen? The desert clans were enraged by the murder of their ambassador. They have refused to help the Nazis hunt down the Free French deserters. It is a small coup, but every bit brings the Allies closer to victory.
The Allies? I haven't seen much of them around here.
We are a long way from the front lines, Irish, but we are all fighting the same war. At this moment, an airship is docking at the German supply depot in the Palais Royal to take on emergency supplies for the Africa Corps.
An airship? Sounds like they're getting desperate.
Then imagine how they will feel when we destroy their damned Zeppelin, along with the stockpiles of fuel and ammunition stored at the Palais. People around here are sick of the Nazis. The neighborhood is smoldering already. It wouldn't take much to start a fire.
Then let's give them a spark. Nice wheels, by the way.
Meal. I just bought that car.
Gib mir einen Namen!
But I told you.
Mach die Augen
that
zu.
I know.
Was ist dies?
Verdammt!
What's a day without getting...
right! Fling!
Es ist mir zu heiß! Verdammt! Besterben wir die Fliegen!
There's nowhere to hide!
Let's not get found out.
Gebraucht!
Tiere werden verhaftet.
right under their noses. It makes me laugh.
You did a fine job nursing Luke back to health. He owes you.
No. The people of this city owe Luke a debt.
You seem rather taken with him.
He is an extraordinary man. People are whispering his name all over Paris. They are calling him the hero of La Villette.
Luke's the hero, is that it? I suppose I'm just his chauffeur.
Jealous?
Bollocks.
I promised Luke I'd deliver a package for him. I thought you might like to be my chauffeur for the day.
Oh, you want to ride with me? Be glad to.
Bon. Meet me out front when you are ready to go.
So where is this package?
I have to pick it up.
So we'll need a car.
Thanks for the ride. Luke thanks you too.
Who is Luke, anyway? He's supposed to be somebody famous?
Before the war, Luke was one of the most popular authors in France. His family was as rich as royalty.
It's funny. He doesn't strike me as the posh type.
The Nazis declared his writing subversive. They confiscated his property and burned his books. Luke was left with nothing.
Is that why he hates him?
Luke is not driven by hate. He fights because he loves this country.
Supposed to stay on the inside.
Will not take long.
All set?
Oui, merci. Now, we just need to make the delivery.
Why'd you wait so long to give us a shout? I mean, I'm glad you did. It's just... well, it's been ages since we hung about like this.
I have not been out much since... what happened to Jules.
Oh, well, I can understand that.
Oh, well, it does not seem to have slowed you down much. The girls at the bell tell me you love to drink them all under the bed.
I think you mean under the table.
Do I? Well, I'm so glad you sobered up in time to help me with my little errand today. I promise you will not regret it.
Kill me if you want.
I'm a terrible driver. There it is.
Spit it out.
This will only take a moment.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. What is that you have there?
Oh, it is just some cheese and wine for Colonel Straub.
Straub is the lucky one, yeah? Go right in.
You are too kind.
What's going on? Oh, holy shite!
Putain de merde! They're coming!
Why didn't you tell me you were planning to set off a fucking bomb? Are you out of your bloody mind?
I knew you would try to stop me!
You're damn right I put a stop to it. This isn't your fight.
You are wrong. They made it my fight when they murdered my brother. I volunteered for this.
Looks like you volunteered the both of us.
Going?
Later. First, I'll have a word with Luke.
This place smells like old sausage.
What the hell's the matter with you? Now you're using girls to do your dirty work.
I haven't used anyone. Those who serve our cause do so because they are patriots.
I can't stand that word. I've heard it all my life from men with blood on their hands.
This is not a cricket match. We don't wear uniforms, and we don't play by the rules. Every one of us must be ready to do whatever is necessary.
I already lost her brother. I'll be damned if I'm gonna lose Veronique as well. She can have no part in this.
You once said that Jules was his own man. Well, I am my own woman. Do not presume to tell me what to do. Either of you.
Count your enemies, Luke. If anything happens to her, you'll have made one too many.
They are slaves. I am free.
Meine Beute hat sich versteckt!
Monsieur, take this.
Appreciate it, mate.
A little bird told me you'd found your way to Paris. Imagine my delight when I learned I'd be nearby on business for a few days. I've booked a lovely flat, but the bed is terribly large and lonely. I do hope you'll pop by for a drink. Love, Skylar.
Er kann sich nicht verstecken!
Steh unter Beschuss! Steh unter Beschuss!
Leite Suchmuster ein!
Psst. A message for you.
Right. Thanks.
The Legion owes you a debt of honor, Devlin. You have paid in blood for our freedom, and we will repay you in kind.
Monsieur, s'il vous plaît, just a little change to get some food.
Ohne Zigaretten wäre ich schon durchgedreht. Die Ratte versteckt sich hier irgendwo. Ich weiß es.
It's honest work. No shame in that.
Nimm das, Froschfresser!
They kill me if I can.
I'm gonna kick your arse back to Berlin.
Die Ratte versteckt sich hier irgendwo, ich weiß es. Verdammt, er ist tot.
Ich hab ihn gleich!
Tell him I sent you, friends.
Putain! What are you doing up there? Jesus!
Unsere Verstärkung!
Ain't the same as killing defenseless women and children, is it?
Frank fire woman down on her luck. You get used to it.
Careful up there!
Get away! It's going to blow!
Keine Sorge, ich finde ihn!
Wer noch seid Er ist hier. Ich rieche ihn.
Toothless old Gram's tougher than you.
What's about that?
Come and get it! Soldier.
Der Saboteur ist erledigt! Erwischt! Das sind die auch noch Zeit!
Jetzt Marsch! Braucht Attacke!
Possesseur de tels objets en cours de sévère punition.
pleasure, oui?
Skylar Sinclair. I wondered if you made it out of Saarbrücken alive.
I got out just before the shooting started, one step ahead of the Gestapo.
We weren't all so lucky.
I heard about Jules. I'm so very sorry, Sean. I know how close you were.
It's a funny thing. Dierker had it in his head that Jules and I were working for the Brits.
Oh? How odd.
I reckon he had us mixed up with somebody else. Somebody who was at that race to spy.
You always were too clever for a grease monkey. Too clever by half.
Slip me a Mickey. Why?
Shh. Think of it as a job interview. It's time you considered a new line of work.
Good evening, Mr. Devlin.
Fuck you, limey bastard.
You may call me Bishop. Miss Sinclair dosed you with a mild paralytic. The hangover should be no worse than what you're accustomed to.
In that case, fuck you arseways.
Ah, yes, the famous Celtic charm. Small wonder your homeland is such a popular tourist destination.
I don't get back much.
Perhaps that's because you are a wanted fugitive in your own country. I see you made quite a number of enemies back home. Quite a resume for a man your age.
Well, what are you then? Scotland Yard?
Not quite. Of course, we know about your father as well. Tell me, did you ever find out who started the fire?
Who the fuck are you people?
We are a dagger at the enemy's throat, and the time has come to start cutting.
Last time I checked, your lot was losing this war.
Is that what you want, Mr. Devlin? To see the whole world fall under the shadow of the Third Reich? I didn't think so.
I'd see the Nazis burn in hell for what they done. But you still haven't told me why I'm sitting here.
You're here because I require a favor from you, Mr. Devlin. In exchange, I will see to it that your criminal records are wiped clean.
Not a chance.
And deliver Kurt Dierker to you on a silver platter.
What is it you want done?
The Nazis have been digging at the Le Chais cemetery in Paris. They have unearthed something from one of the crypts. They put it in a box. I want that box here. Miss Sinclair will provide whatever assistance you may require.
Huh. What's in the box?
The contents of the box are none of your concern. Curiosity killed the cat, Mr. Devlin. The same may be said for indiscreet Irishmen.
Ha. You got yourself a deal. I'll get your box. And when I get back, you'll tell me where I can find Dierker.
You have my word.
Well, we'll find out what it's worth.